Hi friends, Happy New Year. It's been a long time since I recorded. My tea is already getting cold. So go ahead, get your favorite drink if you want. I have green tea here. I have my Chinese hopia ube flavor. Feel free to Google that. It's one of my favorite snacks, usually in the morning. It gives me the right kick, or enough kick, to kickstart my day. Feeling satisfied now. Hi for those who have known me for a while, who has been following me for a while. I'm assuming most of my followers have known me through my ring binder, my Filofax personal rings binder. Before the year ended, before 2024 ended, I'm actually already using a traveler's notebook in standard size. So let me show you that. Today I'm hoping to share you my favorite setups, favorite layouts, and hopefully share with you how I use this for my daily planning. My setup is quite simple. I'm using just this page marker for my days. I have this little charm I bought years ago. I love it. It's like I'm feeling like a mermaid. This is a traveler's notebook in olive green. I forgot the model name. It looks like more like dark brown with a hint of green. Maybe I'm just not taking care of this. Obviously, I'm not taking care of this. You will see some page marks here because I actually want to be more, to be direct and not confuse myself while explaining to you or while sharing with you. My setup is just three notebooks. Two of them are DIY, which I hand cut myself. I also have an extra, I also have an extra notebook here for important stuff. Maybe I'll blur that out. Maybe I'll cut that out. So, yeah, I have journal cards as well. So that's really simple. You will see. I love this magazine page when I ordered this grid notebook from a local seller. I have more journal cards between my notebooks, and yeah, let's begin. I started using this around October, and I'm experimenting, and actually I just wanted to write things down. I'm in an in-between phase. I'm transitioning into a different kind of lifestyle, work lifestyle. I have a few life changes, and to not complicate my life further, I just want to simplify things, hopefully, and actually just use my journals. One of a few implementations I like and I have been doing is brain dumping and visualizing my October, for example, visualizing stuff just by mind mapping. Sometimes here I have an October goal, and it's not quite updated, but I managed to cross things out before the month ended. And okay, so the green page markers for me are the stuff I'd like to continue or have been very helpful with the goals I'm after. The yellow markers are like my favorite pages that have different variations, and the red page markers are, I guess, what's this? not an integral part of my journal system, but yeah, since this is just a grid insert, I'm free to use my journal for whatever I want. By the way, I'm following the bullet journal system. I really don't I didn't restrict myself so much, and yeah, I'll show it to you. Okay, so this is a month view. I like this setup so much. My goal here in this spread is to take note of my yoga classes. So this serves almost like an index page. I also have a tracker here to track my yoga practice, my personal yoga practice, my drawing and sketching habit. This is not pretty much used or updated, but for me at least, the intention is there. It's in the back of my head always, and I might have not completed the page, but I've been practicing as much as I can on my own without pressuring myself to update this page. Here is also related to the month where I track. I'm trying to learn. I'm upskilling into digital marketing, making sure that I'm updated with current techniques or current technologies, and so I try to also track my hours. So clearly this has not worked for me, but at least I know I'm tracking or taking notes of what I have been learning so far in the course. Okay, continuing on. This page marker. Okay, this is what I love about bullet journaling. I'm able to write down my yoga class plan, and then because I've stated my date here, as I've said, I try to track down all my yoga classes. So October 5, I thought hatha flow. So whenever I open this particular page, this index page, I just check my class and then maybe use it on another or on a different date. Here you also have a preview of how I use my daily. So yeah, again, I'm not restricting myself. I'm just playing around, just using my journal as best as I want to track habits, to track what I eat, write down what the 3 things I'm grateful for this particular date, October 7th, my rapid log, and some mini or micro journaling, some thoughts as well. So really, this bullet journaling gives me freedom to do whatever I want. Here, my red page marker. This is not an integral part of my planning system, but it helps to have a notebook nearby, especially when I have a meeting with people with a certain cultural group. So I think I've managed to use a couple of pages here. Next, maybe I'm not supposed to show that. Okay, so here's one of a few pages or layouts I loved. I try to review my week or my month, and so again, sticking with practicing freedom, just not pressuring myself to use my journal in a certain way. Not really big. I'm really not big on rules this time, and so I have here a quote or something I learned, and then for me, I use this dash to indicate a negative emotion, negative note, something that didn't quite happen as planned, and then my positives. So my goal here is to make sure that even though I'm not really doing well, my 2024 isn't really that good. So to help my well-being, my mental state. I know there's a lot of negative happening, but reminding myself with positives and what I'm grateful for as well. Now, I will use this review to also maybe brain dump or make note of what I should be doing for next week. Okay, so another variation of that layout or that review method is here. So maybe my milestones, I'll be placing my milestones here, or something positive that happened during that week, something like that. And then again, just brain dumping whatever I should be taking note of next week or this week. Now here you have a preview of my weekly layout. If you've seen my videos from my previous planners, my system is quite similar. I'm sticking to what I know, and so I'm not changing this. I'm very much into horizontal layouts, especially for weeklies, and an inbox of some sort. I will usually play something inspiring here, a quote or a lesson from a tarot spread I've read for the week. So if you're into tarot journaling, hi! If you send me a shout out in the comments so I know. So again, this is another review page. My rapid log. Sometimes I will just write what happened on that day. Again, not very strict. And it helps with if I'm struggling and low energy, you just make sure to acknowledge what I did, make sure I acknowledge myself for doing well, and then again my negative and positives, trying to be mentally okay. So that's the end of my notebook. This holds my monthly and weekly and daily logs. For this notebook, this is some kind of a more permanent situation where I also have my monthly calendar. Now for this page marker, I love this. So in general, I've been using my calendar not to track birthdays, just like what I did before. But here somehow I managed to use this space to write down a certain milestone. And then again, during this period, I'm not big into goals. I really, at the top of my head, I'm really just focusing on family, my mental well-being, and because of that, I wanted to take care of myself by working out more to help with my mental state. And so again, I've been tracking. I tried to achieve a 20-day workout routine. It didn't happen, but at least I was able to work out 6 times this month. So my calendars are usually for tracking my main concerns: workout, physical, mental health, and memory keeping. So here, for example, November 22, it was my mother-in-law's birthday. We had, I put heart symbols to maybe review a certain restaurant or loved a certain thought. And then I marked with my days with drops, indicating that this is my period. So I have, again, not very strict on my layout, but I have taken notes about my weight, so in case I need to reference this in the future, at least I have taken it down already. So continuing, just the same, just marking down memories, good memories. Now I have, for this notebook, since this is a more permanent kind of notebook, I've been dividing some of the spreads as well into quarterly pages. Oops, like that. So this is a future log for bullet journalers. So here, then again, I'm not big on goals, but at least I have something that has been bugging my mind for a while. So I have placed here a goal, and then taking down whatever needs to happen in the future, like some tax deadlines, some birthdays, some due dates and stuff, and also some subscription stuff. And okay, the other half of this is quite confidential, so maybe I'm not showing that. Maybe I'll show my budget, how I budget, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll consider that. Okay, so that's my second notebook. This time, as for this notebook, which is already done, I'm ready to take this out and replace it with a new notebook. This was my first notebook when I moved into this journal. Oh no, not really my first notebook, but yeah, prior to actually deciding that I will be planning in a traveler's notebook, moving from my Filofax binder. This was the first notebook I experimented with. So I started by drawing and then journaling until I even tried planning here. But again, since this is my most favorite video, I'm trying to share you my most favorite stuff I did in my traveler's notebook. Yeah, so here I purchased colored pencils. I purchased colored pencils, and so I wanted to build a routine, healthy routines to keep me creative, to keep me feeling balanced, and also just promote allowing myself to just be free by doodling and not very strict. I'm not a traditional artist, as most of you will know if you have been supporting me on my coffee. And so yeah, for this notebook as well, aside from diary type kind of entries, I use this to brainstorm, and then sort of kind of created a draft of my ideal schedules. Just so I'm a visual person, so I need something I can reference with when planning for the future. And so yeah, some of the pages are very confidential as well, so maybe I'll show something. Yeah, so there, this has been very useful, very functional. As you will see, I don't have stickers here. I'm just really prioritizing using my journals, not caring about aesthetics and stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you'd want to see in my next video. And yeah, ta-da!